Got my little wife beater on. I hope you guys like it. Hope you guys think it looks cool. It's hotter than a fucking dog's butt. A dog's butthole. Is that an expression that people say? I just made it up. It's a new one. People like it. Don't all of a sudden when that becomes a thing, don't fucking don't all of a sudden start saying dog's butthole.
Yeah, I've been wanting to hurt people for a long time. Like ever since like before my last fight, I've been wanting to hurt because I feel like me boxing wasn't getting me enough recognition. So I feel like I need to be explosive. I need to start knocking a lot of dudes out in spectacular fashion in order to get that buzz that I feel like I deserve.
Well, you once told me, I remember asking you a question. We were talking about movies or something like that. And I asked you about like stuff you watched when you were a kid. You once told me that your favorite movie as a kid, and we're talking 3, 4 years old, was Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah, that's still my favorite movie.
Now that you see, this is, and I hope you don't take offense to this, but this is something that a mean person, this is something that somebody that wants to put a hurting on somebody, that's the movie you got to watch at 3 years old. Right? You can't be messing around watching nonsense.
I never was really into cartoons or like little kid television shows or anything like that. I was always like into like street movies, hood movies, because that's what I grew up around. That's where I was from, so I could relate to it. I
Well,
see things like that. So
that was the next question I was going to ask you. I mean, what specifically, I know that we're just talking about, a 50 Cent movie or whatever, but what specifically about that story speaks to you, or what do you identify with?
I just like how he was a hustler. I feel like that's how I am. By any means, I'm gonna go get it. Like, I'm gonna be successful. Whether if I was boxing or doing something else, I was gonna be successful. And like, if I was never gonna be like the average dude or anything like that. That's not how I wanted to live. So, uh, him just grinding, it motivated me, and it made me into the person I am today. Like, I'm a grinder, so I can relate to it.
Let me think about how to word this. So, you know, I remember one time you told me that you got kicked out of school, you were going through some trouble back in the day, so on and so forth. And I would also imagine that in your immediate surroundings, there's a lot of situations to where you could have just went left. Maybe the one day you don't show up to the gym, maybe you start continuing not showing up to the gym. And how did you avoid that situation? Have you ever come close to not making it back to the gym?
Yeah, I actually been to juvie when I was 15 to 16. I did a year in juvie. I caught my case at 14 though. But yeah, I was going down the wrong path and being into the street life and things like that. I got back into boxing when I turned 18 after I graduated high school because I didn't want to go to college. I was never going to go to college, and I didn't want to work a 9 to 5. So I feel like if boxing wasn't going to work out, I would have been doing something else, probably something negative.
What was the case, if you don't mind me asking?
It was assault and robbery.
This was like an older guy, a guy your age? Was this like, yo, run your pockets type situation or something?
And he was like around my age, probably like a year older or something like that. He was around my age though.
I get the feeling this was more about Raymond Ford proving a point to somebody than it was about taking their shit, no?
It was more like a proving a point situation because
Ray, you're talking to a reformed bully. I was a bully myself back in the day, so I know. And listen, you're in a safe space. It's okay. It's as long as
it wasn't about it wasn't me bullying though. It was a dude who was basically like threatening my life, talking about like I won't make it back home from where I was at.
Right.
So I had to handle my situation, and I just went over it. I went above and beyond with like taking his shit. I didn't have to, but I just felt like I was proving the point.
Point taken. Let's shout this guy out. Who do we? What's this guy's name? Shout out to. No.
I don't even know his name.
Poor dude, bro. He's probably watching this shit seething right now. Oh man. All right. So handle your business.
Yeah.
So what's the business, kid? I know you want to get past this dude on Friday. I know you got some.
I want to get past them.
Well, but what I'm saying is that I know you've got other plans. You've got bigger fish to fry. I saw a little bit. I said, well, here comes the smile again with the devious smile. This kid.
I want Sean Garcia, Ryan Garcia.
This is all he talks about now. This is all he talks about. Sean Garcia.
Yeah, I know I ain't gonna start talking about it until we get up in there and settle our differences.
Does Sean Garcia want this?
He act like he. Well, he say he do. He don't act like he do. He say he do. But actions speak louder than words.
Okay, so we're. How about the folks at Matchroom? They okay with this situation? Do they want this?
Somebody was calling me. My bad.
Popular guy. The folks at Matchroom, are they interested in this? Do they want this situation to happen?
Yeah, they sent the contract. That's why I'm saying, like, actions speak louder than words. He didn't take the fight, so he just talking, but he not doing nothing about it.
So the offer still stands.
Yeah, after this fight, they sending another one.
There you go. I knew I gotta ask you these questions. I know who I'm talking to. You look at me like I'm crazy. Like, yeah, of course the offer stands, but we gotta tell the people. Offer still stands. He's still here. Right? As a boxing fan, because you're a guy that I know watches a lot of boxing. What's the fight that you anticipate the most?
Teofimo and Lomachenko.
Why is that?
Because I feel like Teofimo is a young up-and-coming fighter with great skills who's taking a big risk at a young age that most fighters wouldn't take, fighting supposedly the number one pound-for-pound guy in the whole sport of boxing. And I feel like he's just real bold for that. And I hope that the fight goes through. The money that he's saying is not there, like the offer or whatever, like he's not okay with it. Hopefully they can negotiate to a better contract so we can get that fight.
Well, I mean, I'll ask you that question, man. Like, there's a debate going on in boxing, right? Some people are on the side of like, look, you got to understand that times are different now. You got no gate. You might have to take a little bit less. Other people are on the side of like, well, no, screw that. These guys go in there, they risk their lives. They got to get paid. Where do you stand on that whole situation as a guy that's trying to obviously get your name out there and get these rounds in and get these fights in?
I definitely understand it. But then again, I understand what the promotions is coming from too. It's not going to be any crowds, so they're not getting them ticket sales and the money from the fans.
Right.
I understand both sides, the promotion side and the fighter side. The fighter is taking a big risk with a low reward in his eyes, so I understand it.
Are you looking to stay as active as possible throughout this? While we don't have fans, so on and so forth.
Yeah, I'll fight with and no matter what. Like, I'll fight with no fans, with fans. I don't care. It don't got to be on TV as long as I'm getting paid. I got responsibilities to take care of. So,
who do you like in that fight between Teo and Loma?
I want Teofimo to win.
You want Teo to win?
I'm not picking any sides. Like, I want Teofimo to win, but I feel like Lomachenko got the experience on his side. He been in there with a lot of great competition. Did the Olympics, got the gold medal 2 times, and he a great fighter. So, I mean, it's a 50-50 fight. 60-40. It's a 60-40 fight. But yeah, I'm just a fan.
Leaning which way?
60 Lomachenko way, 40 Teofimo way.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I think that if you think that Tio can win a decision, or you think he's got to stop him?
It depends. It depends on how smart he is in there. If he's smart enough to go to decision, and if he's in shape, I feel like people keep calling me. But yeah, I feel like if he's in shape and he, stretched the rounds out right and not missing too many shots and making less mistakes than what he usually make, I feel like he can win the decision. But most likely, I don't think so. I think he would have to knock him out.
Ray, this is 6-rounder? 4-rounder?
Yeah.
You've done a 6-rounder before, right?
My last fight.
And was the last one before that a 6-rounder?
Nah, it was all 4.
Okay, so you stop, and your last fight. What round you stop him in?
The first.
And the first. So you didn't even need the 4. You did it in 1.
It was under 2 minutes.
All right, so I'm gonna say, let's go like this. Over under 4 rounds for Raymond Ford. Should we go over?
Under. No. Yeah, 4 or less. 4 or less.
4 or less. All of 1, all of 2, all of 3, all of 4.
Yeah.
Right? Folks, you heard it here. Under 4 rounds. Let's keep the streak going.
Honestly, I'd be surprising myself with my power. So that shit can just come out of nowhere. And not just be catching people.
We're gonna take it easy. We're gonna take the under 4. Let's not get greedy. We're gonna make some money with Ray, and then once we start making bread with you, then we're gonna peg the round. Then you're gonna say, "Yo, second round, put it all on the second round." Ray, it's been a blast, bro. I wish you the best. Tell Coach Reg I said what's up.
Got you.